Hey there, so today we have a really interesting video for you. A student of ours that went through NAL coaching program has reached six-figure success. His name's Alex, but right now he needs help with collecting $28,000 worth of locator commissions that are not being paid out on time. This is sort of like the ugly truth in locating. It is an awesome business model. You can do it remote. There's a lot of upsides. And so then people ask us, well, what's the catch, or what are some of the troubles that you guys face as apartment locators? Okay, so this right here is a perfect example of the ugly side of apartment locating. In our experience, about 10% or so of our monthly leases take extra effort with collections. Maybe the property is a Class C or a Class B valued property. A lot of the times we get pushback on payment with these types of properties in my experience. Usually the lease ups, the Class A's pay on time and always. But in Alex's case, he's got about $28,000 of invoices that just aren't being paid on time past the 2-month mark. So with our new program coming out, the Bulletproof Collections Blueprint, we show agents and brokerage firms step by step what your collections department ought to do to collect efficiently. Okay. And on this call, you're going to get to see our exit strategy or our backup plan. Okay. There's only so much an apartment locating firm and your staff and your team can do to collect properly on time. The first level is like, have a good protocol for collections, hence our new program, the Bulletproof Collections Blueprint. That will walk you through how to get set up properly, okay? But in some cases, 10 or 20% of your overall commissions will still be kind of problematic, right? So in this video, the second part or the second stage of what you do to collect is have an exit strategy. And what we teach is partnering or hiring a lawyer that specializes in debt collection to take over your collections after 90 days. That's how we teach it. Okay, so on this call, you're going to see me reach out to Alex. He's an OG student of ours. He's got a lot of debt that's not being paid. So I'm going to refer him over to NAL's debt collecting law firm of choice. We're going to get on a call between me, Alex, my lead contact, Marvin from our debt collecting firm. We're going to chat a little bit about some questions that Alex has in his brokerage firm as well. And we're going to refer them over. Okay. And hopefully if he does well collecting Alex's commissions, we might refer them to represent his entire brokerage firm, which is All City in Texas. Okay, so the call's at 2:30, so let's go ahead and get this started so you guys can see like what you would do as a backup. Okay, so let's call Alex. Alex is $250,000 from our program as an apartment locator every year. Hello?
Pierre?
Hey, how are you, Alex?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Okay, it's 2:27. I was hoping we would all do a Zoom call link so then it gets auto recorded. Can't you still jump on a call like just by clicking a Zoom link on your mobile?
I don't know.
Okay. All good. So
Can you just record it
yeah.
Like another something?
You think that just a phone call would just be easier for right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. It's just been really tough to even like get with him in general, and like I know he's out and about. I was hoping just to do this in the office today, but he's in Chicago out and about. I was like, okay. I was happy that he even responded to my text when I had messaged him, which was good. He's like, yeah, let's do this. I was like, okay.
Yeah. So, wow. It's crazy that they have 901 agents sponsored.
Dude,
wow.
I know, man. Yes. It's crazy.
So, yeah.
Is Marvin there?
He's not here now, but let's merge him in right now.
Okay. Yeah. Put him on, and then I'm going to call Dathan.
All right. Hey, Marvin, this is Pierre. How are you?
I'm doing swell, Pierre. How you doing?
I'm doing good. You got time blocked off for a call?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool. Let me merge it with Alex. He's our student. So let's just merge. Okay, Alex, can you hear Marvin and I?
Hey, Alex, how's it going, man?
Good. Thank you so much, Marvin. Okay, guys, I'm gonna put on Dathan right now. He's the broker for my firm, and ultimately, it's his decision. I just, I think he just wants to understand, what your company's all about, and just kind of get a feel for you guys. But I think he just wants to understand who you guys are exactly, and probably like the process of what you guys do to collect property debt. He's very familiar with all of this, and he understands, what I'm owed and my brother is owed from this property. And, originally he had an attorney that he referred me to. She was very, very slow. It took her a week to respond, and she still hasn't even connected with me yet for a meeting. And I don't want to go that route. Pierre's talked super highly about your company, and if he uses you, I want to use you guys, and I want to get this started right away. But I just want Dathan to feel super comfortable. I'm hoping he does, and that he just basically says, yeah, that's great, Alex, go ahead and move forward. Because I hang my license at the brokerage, and I'm a sales associate. So I wish I had, to make the decision myself, but it's going to be his decision.
I think Marvin is prepared to answer his standard of protocols, and I'll just be here to vouch for what they do. So, and it'd be nice to meet your broker as well. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna introduce you guys. So let me put him on right now. Hey guys, you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Great. I have Dathan, another guy on the phone. He's my broker at All City Real Estate. Dathan, I have Pierre Mezzi. He's the founder of the National Association of Locators, which specializes in coaching for apartment locators. He has a small brokerage, and he uses associates for his debt collection. And I have Marvin on the phone, who works for the firm. I just want to make the introduction and let you know who's on the call. And Marvin was going to start by telling us about his company and what he does.
Sure. Right. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Hi, Dathan. How you doing today?
I'm good, Marvin. How are you?
I'm swell. Thank you for asking. We're a commercial collections firm. We actually work on a contingency, so we're actually not paid until we provide results. Now, just understanding a little bit about Alex and what you do, Dathan. Pierre brought me this because he has a couple past dues that he'd like to get collected. Now, what we do here is, like I said, it's a contingent-based business. So we actually give a rate based on age and the amount owed, but since he has a larger scope of work, we're going to come to a concise agreement when it comes to rate. Now, we do take roughly 30 days to see if we can get a working resolution on any account. If we deem it uncollectible, what we do is we release all information we uncover and send it back to you at no cost. Now, we do have in-house counsel as well on our legal department that we could move forward with when it comes to litigation. But my core value here is to collect your money before litigation, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
sure.
The relationship. Yeah. As a locating firm, this is Pierre with NAL. We discussed this thoroughly on an onboarding call with Tucker because we've got about 500 agents that we teach. Alex is one of them. And so partnering with a firm, we didn't want to go with just any debt collection agency. We really wanted someone that understood apartment locating, which we all know is a really tiny niche. And most people don't really know what the industry is about. So it was cool that Tucker and them had experience collecting, in the locating niche. So, we did go over a lot of the standards of protocol. A big concern for us at NAL was we don't want to move too quickly in a litigation and harm a relationship with an apartment building. Because it's a lot of the times it's not like we're contracted with every single apartment. And so threatening litigation, too soon could get us banned, as a brokerage firm. And so Tucker and I did discuss that thoroughly. I'm really impressed with your standard of protocols and everything you guys do before we even think about like a litigation next step. And so I suppose if you want to kind of help Alex and Dathan understand what step 1, 2, 3 kind of look like, that would be really cool. I think they probably have that question, how does this process look like? But I really enjoyed, the certified mail you guys send out, the urgent email, coming from a law firm. I think that little stuff really just helps, and they end up paying. Once they know that we're lawyer backed. So if you want to maybe go just really fast, go into some of the things.
So initially what we do is we cast a wide net, and what we do is we determine what their intent is when it comes to the debt. And based on their response, we'll determine how we move on our next step. But ultimately, my whole priority here is to put you at top of the list and make sure that you guys are on the top of the list for their priorities.
Yeah,
Cool.
no, I agree with what Pierre's saying. And, the relationship is really important. It sort of takes obviously you want to collect the money, but preserving the relationship with the management company is also really important as well. So, so Marvin, like, what can you give me a little idea? Like, so forgive me if I'm unaware. Are you in Florida? Or are you in Texas? Where are you located? Where's your company located?
I'm headquartered in Texas.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, cool. Us too. So that's cool. You guys are nationwide, right, Marvin? It's not just Texas that you help.
Yes, of course, yes.
Okay.
And internationally if needed.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Got
Cool.
it.
And so, Dathan, what we do at our firm, we have our own collections process, but right at 90 days, we turn them over to Marvin and his team, right? Because, some apartments pay in a month. If you got a great relationship, 2 weeks, but some of them pay up to 2 months, and then rarely 3 months. So if we collect per normal protocol, and then at day 90, there's no confirmation of like, hey, the check is processing, it's on the way. If there's no response like that, day 90, all of our checks, all of the invoices get forwarded, and that's when they start, the communication and their standard of protocol. And so that's like our protocol. If you were wondering like what we do, teaching the most locators in the industry, that's what we do. We teach collections, but at day 90, if it feels like they're not going to pay, something's fishy, then we just turn all of those over to Tucker, and then they start communicating. They do like the certified mails they send out, an email that says urgent, let's get to a resolution. This is, Tucker Albin on behalf of NAL. We're their law partner. And it's when they see that, then a lot, I mean, they collect like 90% of our past due, because we feel like when they see that they're serious and they're like, okay, we're giving NAL the runaround, but now a real law firm that does debt is contacting us. Right when they see that, the mail or the letter or the email, they just pay. So, and then they take it seriously. So yeah, I've been really happy, with Tucker and them. They collected like 90%, which is crazy, because my team can't get it done. So we turn it over to them, and somehow, Marvin, whatever you guys do works well. So I'm happy to vouch.
So Marvin, you guys have a structured process, because right now we've just been, I say just, we've used an attorney to do a lot of our collections, and they don't have, it's something where, we turn over the invoices, usually if there's a bunch of outstanding invoices, and then, they'll go and they'll send the letter and stuff like that. But I kind of like this idea of, so Pierre, you do this on, like, if one invoice has not been collected, you'll do it for every single invoice that you guys have outstanding.
Yeah,
that goes over 90 days.
Yeah, that's what we do. So the second an individual invoice is not at 90 days, and I've got staff and stuff that do this, so it's not like we just turn everything over to Tucker, but it's like, hey, I teach it. It's like weekly follow up, because sometimes management companies change, a property manager changes, the general email changes, who knows, right? And so every single week we follow up, like in a friendly way. Hey, just want to say hi. We sent the invoice in. We start the light touch points at day 30, because they don't pay for a month anyways. But if at day 90 there's no confirmation that the check's on the way or anything for that individual lease, what we're doing is we're just uploading it on a Google Drive, and Marvin sees it right away dynamically. So yeah, to answer your question, it is per each invoice that's like right at the 90-day mark. We turn it over, just uploading the individual invoice inside a Google Drive that we share. And so he gets on that right away, which is pretty cool, because honestly, Marvin, I was expecting you guys to request batches, but Marvin and his team somehow can handle all the individual requests that we do. So we've been really, I appreciate that, because some of our students don't do large numbers, so for you guys to still help us with an agent that might just do 8 leases a month, I think is really cool. So
okay. Great. Well, yeah, we have Alex's. He's got several invoices that are outstanding that he's been trying to collect on. So, yeah, I mean, if we can get rolling on getting that done, then I'm all for it.
Cool. Marvin, anything to add?
Yeah, I was just going to ask about kind of your onboarding process and what that looks like.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't need 10 pounds of paperwork to get started. I just need to have a conversation with Alex where you guys want the check to be remitted, get you set up with our accounts payable department to make sure that everything is, kosher. Just a couple steps I need to take before we actually get started. So if you guys want to do it on this call, that's fine. Or Alex, I can give you a call separately.
However you want to do it, Dathan, as long as you're, I just wanted you to hear from them, and as long as you're comfortable.
Sure. Yeah.
I want to move forward, if you're good with it.
Yep, I'm good with it, man. Yep.
Okay. And let me ask you a question. I'm sure
Go ahead.
Dathan is probably interested in this as well. If you guys collect like anything, do you guys request the check to be sent to our brokerage firm, or how does that look? Like if they said, okay, like they see the letter from you guys, they have your address, and everything's turned over to the firm, do you guys request the check to be sent to our brokerage, or how is that handled? Because everything has to go to the brokerage eventually. I mean,
Pierre can attest to this. What we'd like to do is make sure that you guys get paid directly. Now, if there's stipulations that they would prefer to pay us, we're obviously going to remit you. It's all in verbiage. But if they pay you, there's no problem. If they pay us, there's no problem. We're all going to get paid.
Just so Dathan knows, I know that everything has to go to the broker because that's real estate commission, But the thing is, sometimes these properties, I swear, like they don't, most of them are good, but some of them will accidentally send it to Tucker. Now that doesn't happen much for us, but when that happens, Tucker immediately sends it over to us. So that doesn't happen often, but it's just like some property manager at a Class C property that does that by mistake. But like over 90% of all of the payment has been directly to the registered broker address. So I can attest to that. So it's not that Tucker's requesting the payment, but a property might accidentally send it to Tucker, and then they just send it directly to us. And it rarely happens, if anything, just so you know.
Okay. No, yeah.
Yeah, and they're really good. Honestly, Marvin, I've been happy with the patience as well. Like Marvin will call me. You're always available. For instance, I explained to them this whole situation and opportunity this morning, and we're on a call now. And so when we get checks, Marvin calls me, and he's asking if we received A and B check. So as we all know, the locating industry isn't the most organized. It's just really not. It's not the most organized business, but I feel like trust is very important, and there's a lot of opportunity because it is a small niche, and hence why we decide to coach it full time. But it's kind of an unorganized business naturally, but Marvin does a really great job in being patient with us, and it might take me a day or two to get back to Marvin and them, but Marvin's always available. When I call him the same day and he's picking up, so I can attest to that. Cool. That's about it from me.
Yeah, no, thank you for that. I appreciate that for sure.
You're welcome.
Yeah, what like Pierre said, everything needs to go through the brokerage.
Mm-hmm.
And I would probably loop in Kendra Kirby, who handles a lot of our accounts receivables, so that whenever we are receiving, we would be able to, whenever something's outstanding that you guys are collecting on, we receive payments, she would be able to notify you guys.
And give you a ring. Are you available for a call right now, or do you need a little bit of time?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, that's great.
I will give you a ring here in about 5 minutes. Thank you.
Okay, I'll hop out of here. It's very nice to meet you, Dathan. It'd be great to connect at a different time, just between us. Alex tells me great things. You've grown a really giant firm, clearly, and I think that's really cool. Perhaps we could have value in the locating side of things with our company.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'd love, next time I'm in town, I would love to connect. That would be great. I'm looking to be out there probably like the second week in September, maybe. So that would
cool.
be, I would love to.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, it'll be my treat if you make it out to Austin or really anywhere around here. Yeah, it'll be my treat. It'd be great to meet you.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Thanks so much for your time. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Enjoy Chicago. You're in Chicago, yes?
Yeah.
My girlfriend grew up. She loves Chicago. She won't shut up about it. She loves Chicago, the architecture, everything. She's actually gonna go on a trip in 2 weeks. So enjoy Chicago. Hopefully it's not super cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Beautiful. All right.
Thanks.
Take care, guys.
Bye bye.
Thanks, guys.
All right, that worked out. And that's how the cookie crumbles. That broker has 901 agents. So hopefully if the law firm that helps me do things, if they collect well on our student Alex's 28K outstanding, then what I'm going to do is propose a meeting between the broker and Marvin so he can represent his whole firm, 901 agents, right? So that's like the big thing. What's up, man?
So, man, nice job. You killed it.
Yeah. I've had my experience on these meetings when I was doing the blanket lease deals with all these people.
Shit, that was great. That was awesome.
Felt like your broker felt comfortable. Like that.
Dude,
Like,
he's very cool, dude. He's so nice, isn't he?
yeah, he's super nice.
He's his like voice or something about it. Like he's just very like genuinely nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've had like multiple conversations recently, all because of this, and I had never talked to him before in my life. And
Yeah.
maybe he lives in Chicago. I have no idea. I have no idea where he lives, but his sister runs the whole office, and that's where I went to this morning on Pecan. And then I was like, "Is he here?" I thought he would, was an office guy. Nah, I don't know. 900 agents. I think that's why there's so many agents too. Dude, I hope they can collect, man. I don't know. That property manager just makes me nervous for some reason. I just feel like she's like smarter than like others. Like,
no, dude, you'll be surprised, bro. Like they tell me the same thing, and I tell them, I'm like, hello, I'm the founder of NAL, and they're like, I don't care, and they don't pay me. And I try to, I use that. I'm like, we have the largest audience teaching locators, and it's true. And I'm like, all of social media and all of this, and we have over 500 students, and they're like, yeah, we're still not paying you. And so I'm like, damn it. And bro, when they see those certified mail like letters coming through, and it's like, this is the law firm that backs NAL, they're like, okay, just squash it before it becomes a thing, and then they pay.
Do you think that they just get nervous because then I would take it like further and then they would have to hire an attorney? Is that like the whole like?
Yeah, absolutely. Because it doesn't matter what we say, like I gave you a grand example. I was like, I'm the founder of NAL, and they're like, you're a real estate agent.
Right.
They're like, you're not going to do anything, but and a lot of times they don't even think we're smart enough or successful enough to even have a lawyer to back us. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so they're like, and they just give you the runaround. And like, perhaps they'll pay in like 180 days from now, but then that kind of kills the whole, that's not really acceptable to you or to anyone. And so, yeah, man, right at day 90, I just turned them. And somehow I get voicemails of property managers that haven't paid us, and we followed up. And then I get voicemails. They reach out to me, which is rare, and they're like, "Oh, I just heard from your lawyers. Please call me back. Let's figure this out today." It's like, oh, now
after they dodged you or something,
yes,
they weren't gonna pay?
Yes, absolutely, bro. Why else would I give it to them? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I get voicemails. It's actually kind of funny. Then I get voicemails and stuff that come in, and I'm like, wow, well, whatever I did is working because they didn't give me the time of day, And so, oh, shoot, he's calling me. I got to hop off.
All right, bye.
Bye. Hey there, I hope you appreciated that video. I wanted to share with you guys a real call with the ugly side of locating, if you will. Okay, this doesn't happen often, but sometimes if you do locating at scale and you're really leasing inside of the six-figure income bracket, which a lot of our students do, around 10% or so of your total collections can become problematic, especially if you're working with Class C properties in my experience. So rest assured, our Bulletproof Collections Blueprint new program is going to release soon. If you want to secure for yourself or your firm, I think we're doing like a 33% discount on launch date because it's not launched yet, but it's coming soon. Just go to nal.rent, click on above, it says shop, the submenu, and you can find the Bulletproof Collections Blueprint that way. Hop on the waiting list. You just drop your email, and that's how you can secure a 33% off discount for the new digital course that walks you through how to set up a collections department at your firm or for yourself if you've got a couple of assistants as a locator or a real estate agent that wants to get involved in multifamily commission earning. That's what locating is. Okay, so we're going to show you how to create a department so you can collect exactly what to do on a day-by-day basis, on a weekly basis, and on a monthly basis, according to a real timeline, right? That's why the Bulletproof Collections Blueprint course is so valuable. We also will show you and teach you how to hire in the right way where it's affordable and the things to look out for when you do hire someone to run the collections in your real estate company. A big thing is their voice presence over the phone. That's huge with collections. There's a freebie that's actually very important when you hire a collections staff. Okay, but there are ways to do it right and more affordable. And the biggest exit strategy, if your internal collections don't work for the 10% of leases that just you get pushback, we're going to teach how to hire a debt collecting specialized law firm to help your company, no matter how big, collect those really difficult invoices. Okay, you don't have to pay them out of pocket. It's like what you heard on the call. You only pay them if they collect. Okay, so it's a solid exit strategy that you ought to have if you have apartment locators on your team, you want to start your own locating company, or you want to scale your own locating business with assistance. Either way, you need to understand how to do collections in this unorganized niche. So check out the Bulletproof Collections Blueprint. It's coming out soon, and it's going to really revolutionize the way apartment locators go about their standard of protocols. So again, if you're interested in the Bulletproof Collections Blueprint, go to nal.rent, go to the shop submenu, jump on the waiting list, secure your big 33% discount, and we will send you an email when it is released. And talk about a bulletproof system, how to hire, day-to-day task items, weekly task items, what you do month 1, month 2, month 3, and if that doesn't work, how to forward it over to a debt collecting law firm that will bat for you when you need it the most with nothing out of pocket and no fees. How amazing is that? That is a solid Bulletproof Collections Blueprint, okay? See you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.